What it do, folks? It's Nahgato, and this is Ask Nahgato, episode 2. So, just a quick rundown on what this is. It's pretty much me taking questions and everything that people have asked me in the last few days, and me answering them. You getting my thoughts and opinions on anything. So, if you want your questions answered for episode 3, don't forget to drop some questions down below in the comments. At me on Twitter, comment it on my Discord. Post them in the Discord section, stuff like that. So let's get into this video. Question 1: how do you deal with characters you hate? I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. How do I deal with characters I hate? I fucking hate them. I hate them. Like, playing them in tournaments piss me off a lot. Like there's just certain characters that I do not enjoy playing against in tournament, or just playing against in general, that I just hate the matchup. I hate Mario's. Mario's is like the number one character. Mario and Luigi's I hate, like, with fucking delete them from the game. I hate them. I hate Cloud mains and I hate Cloud just a tad bit. But I hate Mario the fucking most, and I'm starting to hate fucking Diddy. Shout out to Ludo. But the thing about, like, when you hate a character and you don't let that bother you in tournament play. Like, when it's come down to a tournament, it's time for you to play. Do not, like, let that bother you or get to you, because then you'll be, you already lost the match. Just be like, look, fuck this nigga, I'm about to beat his ass. So yeah, so don't let, like, characters, bad matchups and stuff like that, don't already start psyching yourself out and losing those. So I just be like, look, I'm about to win this. Fuck this character. I know this matchup. I grind the matchup out and I learn the matchup, so that when it's time to play it in tournaments and stuff like that, I'm accustomed to it and I'm ready for it. I'm not gonna let the matchup or the character bother me or get to me mentally. That's pretty much how I deal with the fucking characters I hate. I hate them, though. Fuck them. Question 2: how can training against people around your level help you get better? In all honesty, my thoughts on that is I honestly prefer playing against people that are better than me. I don't feel like I benefit as much playing against people that are as on my level, because most of the time we're kind of going back and forth, and I don't feel like they're pushing me. Now, it depends on who the person is. Like, if this is somebody that, like, I really want to beat and they're on my level, and it'll push me. But when you play against people that are way better than you, they're beating your ass, but you're striving to slowly get better, and you start seeing that progress, that slowly but surely after every match, that you're getting closer and closer to beating them. You're seeing them exploit plot holes, exploit holes in your gameplay and stuff like that, and you can learn a lot more from someone that's better than you than someone that's on your level. In my opinion, if I could sit down and grind the shit out of anybody way better than me, I would, versus someone that's around my level. When I, like, play against people, I look for people that are better than me, to level up, instead of people that are on my level. Like, playing someone that's better than me, you feel it. You're like, okay, look, you're playing your A game, you're playing your best, you're trying to outdo them, you're trying to beat them, and then when you win, you feel like that confidence boost. Like, look, if I can beat them, then I can beat anyone at my level below me, then I shouldn't lose anymore. That's how I feel. Like, playing someone that's better than you and practicing and training with them is way more beneficial than someone on your level. But you can learn either way. I feel like you learn more from someone that's better than you versus someone that's on your level. Question 3: how many hours should someone dedicate to practicing Smash? Honestly, that's a good question. How many hours should someone dedicate to practicing Smash? You can do this one of two ways. The way I practice, like, you can dedicate like an hour or two every day of your time to practicing Smash, or every other day. But me personally, I play, because I play Anthers. I try to do, like, a certain amount of matches I'm supposed to do every night. Like, I'll set 3-4 matches every night, or 2 matches every night. The two matches is my minimum, but I may do 3 or 4 depending on how, like, it turns out. But if someone is trying to get better, sure enough, you're gonna have to at least dedicate an hour or 2 every day to Smash. Whether it's you sitting in the lab practicing combos, you playing matches, playing against someone, sure enough, an hour plus is the way to go if you want to get better at Smash, especially with training. So an hour plus, or if you're playing Anthers, 2 matches plus. Question 4. Give an honest breakdown of where you think Zero Suit lies in the meta and it Lucario. This is gonna be a tough one. This is fuck you, Pablo. This is tough. Okay, where do I think Zero Suit lies in the meta? I still feel like Zero Suit is like top 15, top 10. I feel like she's not much of a threat as she was in the past, when Sheik and her were pretty much like guaranteed top characters in the game. Now, not too much. The meta of the game has evolved so much that I don't feel like Zero Suit is still that much of a threat. She's still a really good character, but due to her nerfs and everything, her nerf of the upbeat and stuff, she really just isn't that much of a threat of a character. She's still a really solid and amazing character, but compared to Cloud and Diddy and characters like Mario, I feel like they're more greater threat than Zero Suit is in this new meta. Like, you know, you only see a few like Zero Suits and like top tournament in the top of tournaments and stuff like that, that being like Nairo, maybe Mars or someone. But like other than that, you're just seeing like Clouds, Diddy's, and Sheiks. I mean Clouds, Diddy's, and Mario's. Like they're running the meta. So I feel like Zero Suit isn't just dominating as much as she was previously, like just one of those solid fucking characters in the meta before. So now I feel like she's more top 10, top 15. Lucario is a really bad fucking good character. I would say Lucario was like mid 25, top 20 character. He loses a lot of dumb matchups, which holds him back from being like high in the meta. Okay, yeah, Aura is fucking stupid and you can kill this and that, but no, he loses a lot of fucking matchups to lower tiers and stuff like that, and a lot of his matchups are just hard to handle. And on top of that, he loses to a lot of the top tiers, which Mario's is one of his worst fucking matchups, which of course is going to be hard for him to be higher in the meta if he's losing to top fucking characters. So, you know, Lucario's always in the middle. That's how I feel. He's a really good character, but he loses a lot of dumb matchups, and that force you to play a certain way in order to win them. Yeah. What's the question 5 is what's the number 1 priority you should have if you are facing an unfamiliar matchup? Okay, so if you're facing a matchup that you're not familiar with, the first thing you want to do is kind of try to think to yourself, what the fuck do you know about this character? And what do you know? What does the character do? What does the character look out for? What are some of the character's kill setups? You know, if you never played the matchup like yourself, but you know like this character, then you should know like a few. If you've been playing this game, you should know almost a lot of what the characters are capable of. So you kind of know what to watch out for. At lower percent, you want to kind of dibble dabble to try to figure out, and early in the game, you want to try to figure out your play style towards it. You want to be careful. You want to try to feel your opponent out. You know, you want to see, okay, do I approach this matchup with being very rush downish? Do I approach it with being kind of stand back with the hit and run type tactic and everything like that? You want to kind of try to feel the matchup out. You want to see what attacks beat out certain attacks, and if they throw out something, you try to see which one of your attacks can beat that, or you try to pay attention to some type of pattern that this matchup or this character is doing to try to exploit it to get in to get attacks and stuff in. So you kind of try to break down the character in the middle of the match to try to see what you do, what can you do that works and what doesn't work, what's safe, and what are the characters kill options and stuff like that, stuff that you need to watch out for. So if you die to something first stock, you know you need to watch out for your second stock. So Game 1 is always about gathering data, so you try to gather as much data and understanding of how you're supposed to play that matchup out as possible and try to avoid getting kill setup. So as the match goes on, you're just fucking like Shikamaru from Naruto. You're just breaking that motherfucker down, and you're just thinking and you're trying to come up with the best way to play it out. And that's normally what I do. I just sit back and I do this and that. Then if they're doing something that I don't understand, I try to throw out a nair. Okay, can my nair beat that? No. Then can I jump? No, there's nothing in the air safe. You know, stuff like that. That's pretty much how I handle matchups I'm unfamiliar with and stuff like that. You should really try to figure out what can beat what's safe, and how to play that matchup. What's working for you. And mainly, you want to try to figure all that out around lower percents. Higher percents, you don't want to be fucking sitting around guessing and shit. Question 5. What kind of music do you listen to while training in Smash? I just fucking throw on a playlist. Like, I don't have a specific genre. I have like tournament music that I listen to. And tournament music I listen to really, like when I'm playing in tournament, I listen to really hype music to kind of get me hyped, kind of get me stay calm, cool, collective, and think. At first I started off with music with no words, just and that kind of worked. And now I listen to fucking Fall Out Boys. At first I was listening to Centuries. Now the last few tournaments I've been listening to Immortals. I listen to something that's inspirational to me. Like when I hear the words in the song, it kind of keeps me like keep moving, keep fighting and stuff like that. Keep doing good, you know, don't give up and stuff like that. That's what I kind of listen to for in the music that I listen to. It kind of like speaks to me and stuff like that. So when I play in tournaments, I listen to inspirational music that has like that. Like when I'm sitting back listening to it at home or something, and then I'm like, you know, look, this is gonna be my tournament song. I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna kick ass listening to this because the song is telling me to fucking win. Yeah. So lately it's been Fall Out Boys Immortal. And last but not least, the last question is, I get pretty much all my practice from doing friendlies. However, I feel like I don't lab enough. What kind of stuff should I be doing in training mode? Okay, one, I don't fucking use training mode like that. Like for the first time ever, I've just started using training mode. So pretty much what the idea of training mode for is to kind of get a grips of what percent does something kill, up until what percent does something works. You're pretty much understanding the percentage and stuff, and then you try out that same stuff on different characters. Like today I was practicing reverse fair to back air, so I tried the distance with like a taller character, then a shorter character, and then a heavy character, and then I tried the certain setup with this type of kit with the same characters and stuff like that. Then I messed around with the different percentages to see how up until what percentage does it work, and around this percent which way does the body go flying, to kind of get that understanding. And then also in practice mode, you want to kind of work out getting those hand gestures. Like if you're working on some type of setup where you got to press multiple buttons, you try to work on doing that over and over, getting repetitive with it to try to get it down. But I don't really practice that much stuff in practice. I just get the idea of it down and then study the percentages and how it works with certain stuff, just to get the idea of it. And after that, I go play everything. I try all of that in a match, because it's easy. It's better to get it down in the match because you can master something in training and then try it. It's almost hard as fuck to get it down in like in a match. So I recommend trying to in training. You know, you just work on percentages. How around what percentage does it work up to and stuff like that, and what percentage can you start it and stuff like that. Other than that, I try everything in matches, so under that pressure you can see, okay, if I miss it or at this point someone reacts this way to it and that way, and it's much harder to get anything down in a match. And if you can master it in a match, you got it, you know. Yeah. And that's it, folks, for Ask Nahgato episode 2. To have your questions featured in episode 3, please drop the questions that drop draws. No, don't drop it. Don't, please. No, wait. Drop your comments, not your draws. Drop your comments down below. Drop your comments down below if you want your questions featured in the next Ask Nahgato video. You can even at me on Twitter, slide them into my DMs. Any way you want to choose to get them out to me. Please also do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Give me your feedback. If you have any answers to any of the questions that I was asked, feel free to answer them also down below in the comments. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Nahgato. Yeah. Also, shout out to RS Stacks. I believe you were the next person to fucking tell me to give you a shout out. So shout out to you, nigga, thinking I beat my son and shit. Fuck you. Nahgato out.